Very quick video about the 26th. And to be honest with you, looking at this, I mean, I know we say this every time we do an event, but they just seem to get bigger and bigger every time we do them. If anyone can remember back to the Day of Freedom in 2018, where we had the big massive screen in Whitehall close to Downing Street, that's what we're looking at again this time. And it is going to be absolutely huge. And I know there's a lot of people, worried about this, worried about that. I honestly, with the plan that we're putting in place, with the security, the package that we're putting together in terms of entertainment and music, and it's going to be everything. It's going to be everything. There's going to be speeches, there's going to be a film, there's going to be entertainment, there's going to be music and comedians. It's going to be an absolutely fantastic day. But of course, there's a very, very serious reason for doing this. We're not going there for a jolly. We're not going there just to have fun. We're going there because literally our freedoms have been stripped away by the tyrant, by two-tier Keir Starmer. And we need to let him know that the British people will only be pushed so far. And we're not going to stand for being demonised, slandered, which is what he's done. He's slandered the vast majority of the British working class. The British working class are his base. And we've got to let him know that in 5 years' time, if he carries on like he's carrying on now, his fate and the fate of the Labour Party politically is going to be far worse than that of the Tories. They'll be decimated. And there will be a party and there will be a movement that can actually take power in this country totally legitimately, totally peacefully, totally democratically in 5 years' time. And he's got to know that. He's got to know that we're not stopping. They can imprison us. They can harass us. They can kick our doors in as much as they want. We are a peaceful movement. We're a democratic movement. And more importantly, we've got right on our side. We want to bring people together. That's what our demos are all about. Uniting the kingdom, resisting tyranny. Uniting the kingdom, stand up to tyranny. That's what our message is. That we're not going to be terrorised by the state, by Keir Starmer's regime. And that's what he tried to do when people stood up and did peaceful protests in the 27th of July. After that, that's when things got worse, because they realised that our situation, that what we're doing is working, and we're not going to stop. We're not going to stop. And obviously there's a good chance that they're going to try and put Tommy in prison. But that'll just radicalise more people. That'll make more people take to the streets. That'll make more people get involved in politics. So the more they harass and persecute Tommy, because Tommy is the figurehead of our movement, Tommy is the lightning rod of our movement, the more they do that, the more there's going to be a reaction. And of course, we want that reaction to be peaceful, and we always do our best to make sure that reaction is peaceful. But they can only push the British people so far. And like I say, my advice to everyone is to get behind the movement, get behind the initiative that we've been working on called the Pledge, and more will come out about that in the next coming weeks and months. And let's take our country back peacefully. So if you're angry about this, if you're angry about what two-tier Keir is doing, make sure that if you've never been to an event before, that you come on the 26th of October. It's a Saturday, so you don't have to worry about work. There's people booking coaches up and down the country. There's people grouping together to come to this event. It's going to be absolutely superb. So yeah, all I can say is don't miss it. Make sure you're there. And I know people are worried about security. They're worried about getting arrested. They're worried about being attacked by Antifa and leftist agitators. Don't be worried about that. Just come anyway, because the reality is we are planning meticulously a peaceful event. We've got more stewards than we've ever had before. We've got more security than we've ever had before. This is going to be a totally professionally run event. And we can't guarantee anything, obviously. But the more people we have on the ground, the better it is. And the better the atmosphere is, and the more of a message it sends to the state. Now, I know it's expensive. We're all broke at the minute. We all get that. I'm broke. Probably most people watching this video are broke. But we'll do it anyway, because it's got to be done. See you on the 26th of October.